Hey everyone, my name is Kalim Shah. I am very happy and grateful to be with you today in my capacity as the outgoing president of the IEA. So, again, a pleasant welcome to everyone who is attending our International Interdisciplinary Conference on the Environment. While this is our 26th iteration of this conference, and so we've been here for a while, and the situation is that not all of us can be in Mexico City with our colleagues in Mexico City this year, as we had tried to plan earlier in the year. But nevertheless, we are very, very grateful to at least be together, in community here online at our online iteration of the conference. So, welcome to all of our usual suspects, I should say, who have been with us for many years, and I've just looked through some of the comments and the attendance, and I can recognize many of the faces that have been helping us, sort of in the trenches in the IEA, the Interdisciplinary Environmental Association, over the years. Some faces that are very pleasant to see again after perhaps not being able to join us for the past couple of years. And of course, our many new friends who we are meeting for the first time, and we warmly welcome, and we hope to encourage you to stay with us for the entire conference, and of course, be part of the IEA moving forward. I guess as my role sort of entails that I tell you, especially folks who are just joining us this time, tell you about a little bit about something of the IEA. So the IEA, the Interdisciplinary Environmental Association, is an international academic non-profit organization. And we've been committed for these 26 years to scholarly discourse between practitioners, professors, activists, and students. And the student piece is really important because in the last couple of years, we've also been re-emphasizing our engagement with the youth population that has all of this enthusiasm and new ideas for the ways forward. And again, so in this sort of idea of community around the mission of the IEA, we see that as very important moving forward. I should also mention at this point that the IEA started as an idea way back in 1994 with our founders, Professors Dimitri Cantalaris and Kevin Hickey in Boston. And from that first conference back in Boston in 1995 to now, the IICE conference that you're attending right now, we've always tried to hold it both in North America and outside of North America. And again, this is in an effort to bring diverse folks, researchers, students, policymakers together on the key topics of the day. The original mission of the IEA was to do just that, to bring all the disciplines that surround or intersect on the environmental knowledge front together in an interdisciplinary approach to communicating environmental issues, to research, and of course to education and teaching. Our goals are to enhance the understanding of environmental issues, by educating each other in an interdisciplinary format and to present the disciplinary perspectives of environmental problems to people outside of those disciplines and including those that are not in the academic community. I believe that in today's world, that is also something important as we see, you know, increasing pressures on the academic community, the scientific community, um, to play a role, to play a more vibrant role, and a more equitable role, I would say, and an honest role in the discourses, the societal discourses and debates of today. So, more than ever, I would suggest that 26 years on from this idea of bringing researchers and educators together in an interdisciplinary way, the IEA is actually perhaps much more relevant now as we speak in this moment than any time before. As when I speak on campuses about the interdisciplinary issues, and many of our board members and counselors and long-standing members can attest that they also do this. But there's one thing that we say about doing interdisciplinary education or interdisciplinary research. There's nowadays lots of people claim to do that. Lots of groups claim to do that. But there's a right way to do that. And there's a right way, there's a methodology, there's an approach, and there's a philosophy to doing that we have to get right if we're going to leverage multiple perspectives in an interdisciplinary framework to find the solutions that we need for the for sustainable development, for equitable outcomes, and for the future of our society. So I want to be brief because we've had such excellent discourse already for the morning. But I will just say to everyone in attendance over the next couple of days that we do meet at a time in history that calls for all of us to bring our various perspectives and our skill sets and knowledge bases and resources together to find solutions to these many global challenges. And we know the list: COVID pandemic, climate change, environmental pollution, resource inefficiencies, depletion of natural resources, depletion of our ecological heritage, socio-environmental strife that we see in communities, global and local, and the inequities that arise because of these challenging problems. And again, I just want to mention on that global and local front, many times I think we see that the challenges that we have, the challenges that I just listed, that others have listed already today, are very global in perspective, right? Are very global in reach. But we also have to consider the local impacts. The local impacts, and also what we can do as individuals and as groups and as communities at the local levels that will make a difference. All right? The complexities of the global challenges that we have on environment and social issues require global solutions. As one student put it to me yesterday, go big or go home, right? But let us not forget that every journey starts with the first steps. And putting our own houses in order, so to speak, at the local level, does make a difference. We can learn from local initiatives, local community initiatives. We can attempt to look for best practices. We can scale up. We can replicate. And many times this is what we often need as well. So I don't want us to forget about that aspect of the work that we have to do together. During this conference, my friends, I also want to caution us. While sometimes we see all of these challenges around us, and as we're searching for solutions, um, you know, depression can set in. But let us not make this conference a complaint center. Let us not make this conference an echo chamber for complaints and complaints and complaints. Let us work towards solutions. We are the converted here, believe it or not. All of us here, we're here because we value environmental sustainability in one way or another, or in many ways. So we are the converted. The IEA has been in the business of converting folks, right, to see the value of environmental sustainability and the human environmental dimensions of the issues for a long time. So we are the converted, right? So let us use the short time we have over these days. So less complain and more solution-oriented discussions, which I'm sure everyone is geared up to do anyway. Also, I think in this era of challenges and seeking solutions, there are bright spots that we must look to. And I would also suggest that here at our conference, as we are deconverted, so to speak, we are less about the virtue signaling of what the woes of the world are, and we are more about solution orientation. All right? Solution orientation. This is what implementation and solution orientation is, what is going to get us the outcomes that we wish for. We are all together on the issues or the challenges of environmental and social sustainability, achieving equitable outcomes, promoting diversity of thoughts and opinions, and ways to move forward. So let us move forward in that spirit of finding solutions. I also want for us to remember that our conference has been designed over the years as a relatively smaller conference. And this has been on purpose. This has actually been one of the keystones of why the IICE conference is very special. This is not a conference with 2,000 or 3,000 folks and, like ships passing in the night, as they say, right? You speak for 10 minutes, you attend a couple of sessions, and you're gone. This is a more intimate setting of folks who really care to be here and care to interact with everyone else. So I would suggest that this is a very intimate opportunity for us to get to know each other and share ideas and share perspectives in a unique circumstance, given that we are online and there are certain limitations to that. All right, but the spirit is there. The spirit of this conference again prevails in this kind of setting. So let us work together towards, over the next few days, an open, sharing environment for building constructive solutions to the surmountable challenges. Yes, they are surmountable. All right, we have to believe that. And let us challenge each other from our disciplinary perspectives to take interdisciplinary and transdisciplinary approaches with keeping in mind these core values of promoting human and ecological dignity. I also again want to reiterate to you before I end that our engagement does not stop here in this conference. This is the starting point for our engagement throughout the year. So let's take the opportunities to build friendships, build camaraderie, build community in the time that we have here. Lastly, I would like to formally welcome Dr. Greg Cronin to the IEA presidency as I move out of the presidency. And I look forward, on behalf of the board of directors of the IEA, all of our counselors, a hearty welcome to Greg, who has worked tirelessly with Olivia and our secretariat to put this together. And I look forward to exciting times and exciting things from Greg as he takes the role of president of our beloved organization. So with that, I hope you enjoy the sessions that we have developed and prepared for you. And welcome once again. Thank you very much.